Live from Columbia, this is WIS News 10 at 10 on Columbia's CW.
The search is still on for a convicted killer released years before his sentence was up. New tonight, Jeriod Price's attorney has a message for him. Ashley Jones reports.
I wanted to make it clear to Mr. Price that he does need to turn himself in at this point.
Jeriod Price's attorney joining the long list of officials with that same message. Todd Rutherford says the last time he spoke with Price was just a few days before the state Supreme Court ordered him to return to prison to finish his sentence.
And I'm sorry for Mr. Price, who has done nothing but help the citizens of South Carolina capture a dangerous criminal, saving the lives of correctional officers, that somehow that lands him back in jail in the South Carolina Department of Corrections.
Those are the same arguments that Rutherford made during the state Supreme Court hearing on Wednesday. In 2003, Price was convicted of murdering Carl Smalls Jr. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison, but was released in March, 16 years early after a judge signed a sealed order. Rutherford says Price was released early for giving information that helped law enforcement find escaped inmate Jimmy Causey, who held an attorney and his family hostage in 2002.
He had a gun. Causey kept pointing it at me, had it at the back of my neck when I was on the floor. You know, I just never knew at what moment he was going to do something.
Rutherford also says Price helped save the life of 2 correctional officers. However, justices questioned the validity of those instances.
That's all that this whole thing is based on, an inmate's affidavit and a correctional officer's affidavit that's hearsay.
During the press conference on Friday evening, WIS questioned Rutherford about the lack of evidence backing up those claims.
The Department of Corrections did not keep proper records. And what we all know is that is not Mr. Price's fault. All he can do is get correctional officers who he knows he had interactions with, who he knows he saved their lives, and we'd ask that they come forward and the Department of Corrections bring them forward.
Rutherford also calling the state Supreme Court ruling cruel and dangerous to Price.
I think his life is in jeopardy. I think he knew that prior to the hearing. And certainly even now it is still in jeopardy.
He says that's exactly why the court documents detailing information Price gave about Causey were sealed.
And I agree with Todd that this guy is in danger and will be in danger unless they can find some alternative placement for him. So that's a valid argument.
Reporting in downtown Columbia, I'm Ashley Jones, WIS News 10.
And Rutherford said not even Price's mother knew about her son's whereabouts. At last check, Rutherford believed Price was still in New Mexico after he was released from a prison there. This is a developing story. You can stay up to date and watch that full press conference on our website, WISTV.com.